By the way, it's delayed.
Are we starting?
We are live.
Are we starting now, guys? Can you guys see us? Testing, testing.
Why am I all the way here? Like, I think you should let me know. Okay, you're gonna have to go closer to me. Yeah.
Can you guys hear us?
Hello, hello.
Fine, it's slightly delayed. It'll be like 5 seconds.
Good. I good. No, I good.
Good.
Three. Good morning. Three. Good morning, grade 11. Today we are group 7 presenting position paper and
Right? Project proposal.
wow, Jennyell forgot this
Wow.
presentation already, guys. It's a bad sign.
First time, welcome to the show. Thank you for the support, everyone. We're here. We're going to be presenting. Yes, we're the last to present, last but not the least.
We're the second best.
Well, but
See, oh yeah, we are the best.
No,
Okay.
this is
So first, I'll do an introduction to position paper, then it will be followed out by an introduction to what was it again?
project.
Project proposal. That's right. I didn't forget that, guys. So first, what is a position paper, you might ask? Position paper targets a social issue not only to address inequalities, but more importantly, to affect social change. In other words, social paper is to address an issue that we want to change. That's basically it. So what is argument? Project proposal, Daniel.
Okay, so project proposal. They are documents that are written for problem solving, service provision, event planning, or equipment selling. So, when you're bringing up like, hey, we should do this, it's basically like that project proposal, but it's a little more focused on projects. Projects like stuff that are on a larger scale. That involves people and so on and so forth. Yeah.
Okay.
Right. So
Thank
that's
you.
why we do
Good
it.
to know. So now let's start the presentation.
For reasons.
Okay.
I'm out.
Aywa. So the table of contents will be tackled by me for some reason. So position paper will be discussed by me and my friend here, Ammarah Adil. So the position paper will involve description of the paper, thesis statements, supporting points, and counter arguments, and sources. And writing project proposals will be tackled by Jennyell Esguerra and Katherine Dalmacio. So let's start. First of all, what is a position paper, Kyle? Position paper is an academic essay considered to be variant of the research and persuasive papers. Oh, variant. You guys have to make it in mind, okay? It's a variant. What sets it apart, however, is a very specific nature of providing the writer an avenue to take a stance on a social issue and defend it. So there's basically 5 main contents of the position paper. The first one is description of the issue. So description of the issue basically talks about description of the issue basically this basically is usually used as an introduction. The description of the issue should be brief and short, but to the point. It needs to pose a problem or a question and then answer it with a viable solution. The resources we used for answering the problems should be cited. Should be cited in the paper also. Sorry, guys.
sorry.
Okay. So as you guys can see in the screen, there's like 5 following questions, right? This is basically an example to guide you for your description of the issue. I won't read it out loud to you guys since you guys can see it already. But these 5, if you guys are ever in a position of writing a position paper, you might want to include these 5 questions in order to guide you for your issue. Yeah. So these questions aim to be exhaustive to target all possible strategies to discuss your chosen issue. You may consult with your teacher or decide on your own if you would like to answer all or just some of the questions for your description of the issue in the first few paragraphs of the essay. So the next main ano yan? The next the next main content would be called the thesis statement, which will be discussed by Ammarah Adil. Okay.
Hi guys. So I'm Amara and I'll be discussing thesis statement. So before anything, can somebody tell me, can somebody, we've had this in our past lessons. So can somebody give me an answer to what a thesis statement is? How do I check the comments, y'all?
Can't.
Can I just go there?
You just go to the StreamYard.
So can somebody tell me what a thesis statement is? Anyone in chat? If y'all answer, you get a plus point. What's this? No one wants to answer? Wow, you guys forgot your past lesson. That's going to be very hard if you want to write, huh? What is a thesis statement? It's literally in there. Can somebody give me a recall of our past lessons? Because we tackled this the last time. How can you forget this? If you guys forget it, that's your problem. But guys, you cannot forget this when you're writing your position paper. So let's read. Let's read. The thesis statement is your stance on the issue, written as clearly and briefly as possible in a single sentence. While thesis statements can be implicit, they are conventionally explicit in position papers to make it easier for readers to pinpoint the writer's stance. The thesis statement is usually placed within or immediately after the description of the issue. So it's your stance. If you're writing a paper, you have to put your stance because it's kind of like argumentativo, Hey, Jazz. So basically, yeah, thesis statements must always it must be identifying the author or the writer's stance on a certain topic or a certain issue. So if it's not there, then it's gonna be confusing. The readers won't have a sense of drive on what's going on or what stance is this, if there's two sides, they don't know if they're on this side or on that side, So it's kind of there to make it clear. Let me be clear. Now, next will be the supporting points discussed by my good friend Kyle Nabi. Ullah. Take it away.
Hello guys, I am back from the dead. So, what is supporting points? Oh, sorry. I'm a clumsy guy. So, these are arguments woven into sentences that concretely support your thesis statement. Ideally, at least 3 supporting points must be provided by the writer in a position paper. The more supporting points, for as long as it would fit the word count or maximum page numbers of the writing task, the better. The following can be employed in writing your supporting points. So basically, we referred to a previous lesson. I think it was lesson 8, right?
Yes.
Yes, we referred to a previous lesson. This basically talks about what can be used for your supporting points. Like what are the types? Not types. Basically guidelines or types. Yeah, okay, types of the supporting points. So the first one would be logos, appealing to logic or known facts generally accepted as the truth. The second one would be pathos, appealing to the emotions, particularly pity of your listener. And the last one, ethos, appealing to your credibility, moral values, or to what your listener already knows about you. So, in summary, the reason why supporting points are important is they basically give you credibility, persuasiveness, clarity, and anticipation for your thesis statement. So, as the word suggests, right, supporting, it supports the main idea of what you're trying to clarify. Yes, Moises, you can buy water. Thank you. Shout out to Moises, guys. Okay, so the next one will be tackled by Ammarah again. Back from the dead. 3, 2, 1. Counter again.
All right, now. Too much. So y'all ever get into an argument, right? and you just have to gag the person you're talking to, right? Like, for example, why did you sleep with my boyfriend? Okay, let me just do scenarios, all right? This is girl with the ring, this is girl with the non-ring. Why did you sleep with my boyfriend? And the counter argument being, why are you bald? That's not a counter argument because you're basically saying nothing. That's what you call an ad hominem, I think. No, that's not an ad hominem, but it's a logical fallacy. So a counter argument are all. Oh, wait, yeah, let me pull up the presentation. That was Max. What? Counter arguments are alternative stances to your chosen issue that do not necessarily align with your thesis statement. Adding such things to your position paper is an acknowledgement of other valid perspectives that you have presumably researched on and a conscious decision on your part to select among them that one single stance you believe in the most. Okay, I'm not reading all that, but basically, counter arguments must be discussed in your position paper to see the other perspective and to see the other sides of the topic you're talking about. Because if it's just gonna be your stance, then how will the other people see the other stance? You know, and it's gonna be unfair on the other side. Not only that, you must you must address these counter arguments to like deflect them, you know, to make your stance seem as much as what's this as much as desirable, as much as wanting to be chosen, you know. If you don't have your counter arguments, then it's just gonna be, how do I say this? It's just gonna be unfair. As much as you're writing your stance, you always have to address the other stances too, to either enhance your own stance and try to give more credibility in your own paper and to make it fair for all parts. You can also use these counter arguments from other perspectives to, how do you say this? To like, what's the word, y'all? What's the word when you're like, uh, to the Zeus? Like, parang deflect. Let's just say to deflect the other arguments, you know, to huh? Counteract, I think. But yeah, to counteract other arguments, you must prove that your stance is better with these counter arguments. Now, moving on with Mr. Doctor, talking about sources. Bye, y'all.
So from the word, what do you think is sources? What is sources to you guys? Anthony would like to answer. Yes, Anthony. What is sources? Okay.
Wait. So what I think sources are, from the word sources, it's yeah, like origin. From sources can a synonym of sources is origin, and just judging by that, we can deduce that sources are where the origin of that statement came from. So if you're going to ever like bring up a claim, bring up a statement, bring up an argument, usually it's a meme, but like people will always or almost always ask, "Where's your source?" And you have to obviously give them from where it came from. It might not be exact, but at least they can refer to where it came from, so that oh, this claim is backed up by evidence.
A wonderful explanation from Anthony Cordova. Please give a round of applause. Okay. So Anthony Cordova explained it very wonderfully. All right. Sources help establish the credibility of your argument by showing that what you have done your research and are basing your claims on evidence from experts and reputable organizations. You make your position more persuasive. Sources also help ensure that the information in your paper is accurate and up to date. By citing your sources, you are showing that you are not just making things up, but that you are basing your claims on factual information. And sources, lastly, help you present a balanced view of the issue, right? If you are strongly in favor of one position, it is important to acknowledge and addressing, and sorry guys. It is important to acknowledge and address other viewpoints. That is what the counter argument was for, right? By citing sources that represent sources that represent different perspectives, you can show that you have considered all sides of the issue. So that's basically it for our position paper. We will have questions for you guys later. So if you guys listen, you might get some plus points. If you guys didn't, you will get minus points from heaven. So the next one will be
Project proposal.
project proposal. Next.
You're not in that thing. Hi guys, I'm back. I'm back. So project proposal, everyone. All right. Let's begin, guys. All right. So this lesson is about writing project proposals. Technically, I already said what the meaning was at the start of this, but just to recap, they are documents that are written for problem solving, service provision, event planning, or equipment setup. So let's say, for example, I'm a company, right? Just maybe like a train company, right? And I'm like, maybe we should add trains in this one place. So you're gonna make a project proposal for that. You're gonna propose it. You're gonna make a paper that lists out all the key details, right? Like who's gonna be working on it, how much is gonna be spent, what's like the structure gonna look like, all the goodies. So you can propose that, and then they would accept your proposal, and then y'all can do the project, right? So that's basically project proposal. Now, proposals are usually written in response to requests for proposal. So requests for proposal, they are sent out by funding agencies. So for example, there's like, let's say like banks, banks, right? They're willing to spend money on the project so the project can be done. Because obviously we're not rich, right? Maybe your company's not gonna have enough resources to get it done. So you're gonna come in, you're gonna be like, hey, there's your RFP. Let me hit you up with a proposal, right? In response to that RFP. And then if their proposal's good, they'll accept it. Let's go. If not, then tough luck, buddy. You messed up. You done goof, right? But in a proposal, right? So what does a proposal actually have? First and foremost, you need to have the key details about whatever proposal you're making, right? If you're gonna make an event, you need to have the title of the event. What's the purpose of the event? How long is the event going to last? How many people are going to participate? Who are allowed to participate? Stuff like that, right? Like in Sports Fest, right? I'm certain that the grade 12s, they were probably, well, not necessarily making a project proposal, but they were proposing, right? They were proposing stuff for Sports Fest, right? That's an example already, right? They're giving out the clear details. What's the schedule going to look like? What are the games to be had, right? How long is it going to last, right? As we know, it's 3 days, right? So they had to propose that at some point, right? So if you want to get a project done, you have to propose it, and you have to propose it accurately, clearly, no missing details, so that they'll be more likely to accept that proposal and they'll go with the project, right? So, you might not realize it, but all of us are actually making project proposals theoretically. If you think about it, our research project is somewhat of a proposal because we're taking action, right? We're gonna do some kind of action and we have to propose it, right? We had the title defense, which we basically spoke about what the topic we're gonna have is and what are the stuff we're trying to cover, what are the informations we're trying to uncover, right? What are we gonna make use of to get that information, to acquire it, right? So that's for project proposal. On to the next one. Kisi's turn. Haha.
Okay, thank you, Jenny, for that introduction. Hello, guys. So I'll be tackling on the formatting the project proposal. As general recap, project proposals are documents that are written from problem solving, service provision, and event planning or equipped setting. We're going to be formatting the project proposal by order. So we first have introduction. This part provides the background necessary for understanding the project, which is done discussing the following. First, we have rationale. This identifies the problem to be addressed and shows the use or need to solve it. Now, like Jennyell said, our research proposal or our title defense, it has a similar hint from project proposal since we are talking about its benefits, how well will it go, how are we going to conduct this research. It's identifying, of course, like the SOP, the statement of the problem. It identifies the problems, our research questions, and why are we interested into conducting the research. Then we have objectives. These reveal the project intends to achieve in terms of results. So I'm not sure if you guys know, but we used to have this SDGs in scouting. we proposed an SDG to clean up the beach, right? And in here we have an objective. What was our objective in the SDGs? Like, what was our main purpose? What would we get out of it? We wanted to have a, a clean beach. We wanted to recycle the garbage that we took. Then we have benefits. This shows what the reader or the target audience can gain from the proposal, which may be improvements in the process or system. How will it benefit us? So in SDGs, like I said from the beach program, or from proposing a new item in the company, how will this benefit us? It's more on a 50-50 for the company. It's either you get more money, more sales, more exclusive items to be selling. So some stuff like that. Then we go to the second part of the formatting of project proposal. Um, how do we?
Oh. 'Cause you have to-
Ooh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, no problem.
Okay, sorry for that. I'm back. So then we have project description. This section gives specific information about the project itself. It indicates how the project will address the identified problem through the following parts. Methodology. This details the different activities the project will take on, including manpower. An example, the people involved and their duties. So methodology in our research is including like research instruments. How are we going to conduct the research? How or who is going to be our respondents, our participants, and so on. Outreach. What are the materials that we're gonna use in this certain event? What are the things that we're gonna need for that day? And then we have schedule. This discusses the task duration and expected start and the end dates of activity. When are we going to conduct this research? When are we going to start this event? When are we going to start proceeding through this program? Just like it's just a set time date for the certain project that we're going to plan to do. And then lastly, we have budget. This represents an analysis of all costs anticipated in the project, which can be itemized or shown as a whole. So budget, of course, as we're going to do cleanups or as we're going to do different projects like in a company, we will also need a budget. Like for an outreach, you're going to need a budget to participate in the outreach or in our research. Where I think in the next year for us in SIP, we're going to of course have a budget for collecting our instruments or collecting our items for the SIP and experiments, right? Then another example is when you're proposing, of course, to the company, you're going to have to need the budget for creating this certain item or material. And yeah, that's usually it for the budget. And that's it for formatting for project proposal. Then we go on to writing the proposals by Jennyell.
Yeah, I'm back. Okay, all right. So it's time, right? We're on the last slide, okay? But we need to go into some detail, you know what I mean? If you know what I'm saying. I mean, proposals and all, it seems easy, right? If you think about it, but what are let's go deep into it, how does it go, right? How do we actually do it? You know what I mean? Like what are the stuff we got to do? Like legit, right? So the first part is gathering data. One of the characteristics of an effective proposal is being well researched. A proposal needs concrete data to back up its claims so it can become more credible. You can gather data from primary and secondary sources and apply the strategies that you learned in writing a research paper in the previous lesson. So one thing about proposal is you can't just propose. You know what I mean? Like, let's say, for example, hey, I think we should make a farm. Why should we make a farm? I don't know. I'm hungry. Like, just make a farm. Like, no. Who the heck's gonna believe you? Who's gonna be like, yeah, let's do it. Yeah, like you gotta give credible sources. You're gonna be like, oh, we should build a farm because, you know, it's gonna increase the food supply, stuff like that. There's a 60% increase, stuff like that, you know what I mean? Or if you're building a bridge, right? If you're building a bridge, if it's a really long bridge, you have to justify it, right? You can't just go, hey, let's build a long bridge because, like, for the hell of it, let's do it, let's build that bridge. No, you gotta be like, there's a reason. There has to be like a reason behind it. There's gotta be like information about it. Like, hey, if we build this bridge, we could cut off the amount of time to go from this place to that place by like 50% or something, right? And you could like bring up other related literature that talks about it. You'll be like, okay, this one, right? If you look here at the research done before, this is what it entails. So it supports the idea of doing this or doing that. So you gotta be very, very, very broad about it. When you're gathering data, you want to get as much data as possible so that you can present, that data, to convince people, hey, this is what we should do. Hey, this is the move right here, right? This project right here, this is the selling point. We're gonna make it work, right? So that's for gathering the data. Okay. Now, when gathering the data, you also have to take note of primary and secondary sources. We all remember primary and secondary sources. Can you guys tell me? Let me know. What is the difference between primary and secondary? What is the difference, Ka? What's the difference? Primary, secondary. What's that? Is it like primary colors, secondary colors, tertiary colors? What is it? Right? Someone in the chat. Chat, hook me up, chat. Give me an answer. What's the difference between primary and secondary? No, we're not. No, Anthony. I'm sorry, Anthony. We can't have Anthony do it again. Okay, he already got his points. Okay, come on, guys. Was it the primary? Secondary. Come on, guys. All right, I'll give you guys a 10, 50 seconds, 30 seconds. Right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11,
Come on, guys. We discussed this like 10 times
14,
already.
15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30. Primary sources comes from people. That's Iris's answer. Okay, right? Okay, comes from people. All right. What about secondary? Y'all?
That's a great answer.
What about secondary? No. So secondary from journals. Okay, the idea is there. All right. Yeah, I'll give you guys Iris and Angela. You guys get, points, puntos. You guys get puntos for answering and trying, right? But basically, primary sources, it's basically testimonies from people who were there, who saw it. You know what I mean? For example, all right. Let's say I'm a worker from a company, right? My testimony is primary sources because I've been there. I was there to see it all, right? So whatever I say, it works as a primary source because it comes from the witness. Secondary, on the other hand, right? It's written, it's in books, it's in stuff like that, right? It isn't explicitly said. It may be explicitly said by someone, but it's written down, right? Not something that you hear from someone, right? Not like that. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
what?
Alright, so you can identify primary sources because they're from people, correct?
Yeah.
So so primary sources are from people, yes, but it's essentially experience like
Yeah, they're
relevant experience rather than written, which is also relevant to the topic, but it's not like related. It's not like necessarily new experience there.
Yeah. So the thing is with secondary is, for example, when you're writing a book, right? The sources that you take and put into that is your secondary sources, right? This guy, according to this guy, he said like that. That's secondary. But primary is like the raw interview or what was actually said. Let's say like a video of someone saying this, right? You guys seen those videos about war heroes or something? Their testimony is a primary source. But if you read a book about the war and you see like the testimonies that people gave in the book, that's secondary. So that's the key difference. All right. Anyways, let's move on. Organizing data. A proposal becomes more effective if the information on it is clearly organized. You can use the parts of the proposal to guide you in your organization or use an outline to structure your discussion more effectively. Point is, organizing data, you got to make it, clean, clear cut. You know what I mean? You don't jump from one place to another. You know what I mean? Like, you don't go, hey, I'm going to justify this. And all of a sudden, you're going to go to the conclusion. That doesn't really make sense. You know what I mean? You got to, you have to make an outline. Like, okay, what do I say first? This is my introduction. All right. And then these are the methodologies. All right. Or like, what is, these are your justifications. All right. Here's my reasons. Right. Let's say like you bullet it out. And then you got your methodologies, right? How much is it going to cost? How long is it going to take? Right? What's the manpower it's going to take, right? You got to organize it, lay it out in a way that it's not too jarring for them to go through, right? Something easy that they could read, right? If they want to look at something or observe something, they could easily do it. They won't get mixed up over anything, right? Right? The key here is it's clear, not a bunch of mess, not a confusing gaggle of words. You know what I mean? So next one is writing the proposal itself. Once you have gathered and organized the data, draft your proposal by filling out the parts of the proposal with the relevant data. So when you have the outline, that's when you're going to start to write the proposal. That's when you're going to just fill out the data. You know what I mean? You're going to start making a draft. You're like, okay, this is what I'm going to write here. This is what I'm going to write here, yada, 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 right? It goes hand in hand with your outline because what your outline is going to direct how your draft is going to go, right? At the start, right? After that, you have what the last thing, revising the proposal. Make sure to review your proposal for accuracy and organization before you send it out. A good proposal will be comprehensive and will put your organization in the best light. So this is basically, you're going to read your draft, right? You're going to look through it. Like, okay, did I make any mistakes? Is there things that I'm missing? Is there something that's lacking that I feel should be added so that the proposal makes more sense, where it gels with the funding, the funding people? You know what I mean? Right? So you got to like look at it. You don't have to double check, triple check, quadruple check, stuff like that. You'll never know. Maybe you misspelled something and it's crucial, or you're missing justification or research for that thing, right? And now it's just like, oh, well, what's the reasoning behind it? It's never been mentioned, right? So you need to check, right? And when you check it and there are some stuff missing, don't be afraid to revise it. Don't be afraid to go in, hands dirty and start fixing it up. You want to polish it, right? Don't rush it and put it out, right? It's not going to work like that. You got to polish it, right? You got to make it the best proposal it could be so that the proposal will be accepted and your organization will be seen in a brighter light, right? You're going to be like, yeah, this organization right here, they've made a ton of proposals and they are very, very diligent with how they do, right? Like near second to none, right? Almost perfection, right? You don't want people going like, they give like goofy proposals. It ain't the real deal, you know what I mean? It's only half. It's like you go into some parts, it's good, and then some parts are lacking, right? The way you could avoid that is with revising the proposal, right? Double checking and then making the right revisions to make it the best proposal it could be. So with that, can we
To the game.
we're gonna go to the games.
Game
Game
time.
time.
We like
Game
games.
time.
I like game. I think you
All right, guys, game time, everyone. I want to see all them. I want to see all them gamers. All them gamers, everyone. All them gamers. All right. So, is everyone ready? Oh wait. Okay. Whatever. We're just gonna rush it. We're just gonna rush it, everyone. Label the certain categories to their corresponding position. Do I? Damn. Oof. Okay, lads. All right, guys. Game time.
Someone like first person to answer, because I feel like you guys are gonna go into your book. I have a feeling. So the first person who's able to
Is that supposed to be
say-
like in this one?
yeah.
We are gonna have a timer.
Yeah. So the first person who's able to say me in the comments first
Right.
will be able to answer it, and they will be the one
I
to
thought we were gonna like first. Okay. I guess.
How about a timer? Timer. We're gonna time.
Okay.
We're gonna timer. Timer.
We're gonna timer.
Same 5 people, but with timer.
30
Yeah.
seconds to at least get the close answer.
30 seconds, man.
Ooh, 30 seconds. You guys have a lot of time.
All right, all right, everyone.
15 seconds to get all of that.
All right, I'm giving you guys 50 seconds. Camera start.
30. Take it and leave.
Seconds.
Oh, you're gonna make it.
No,
All
we're saying-
right, 30 seconds. In 3, 2, 1, start. 30 seconds, everyone. Right?
Oh yeah, Casey. What do you call it?
What's that?
We're gonna do grade 11 interview soon.
soon.
When?
Today. Maybe during weekends.
Yeah, don't you have to send?
I think I'm doing something big.
Oh my
Practice.
gosh, clutch.
We're going to
Clutch
make
air.
up the we have
It's the clutch era.
For what? Wala pa.
Oh, it's
3, 2, 1.
all right, guys. The time's ended.
10 more seconds? No?
Do you guys want extra time? Do you guys need
Extra
extra time?
Come
Why
on.
are you all so slow?
Like,
Like, Ullah, and why is there only 11 people watching? Like,
oh, where's the others?
Where's the
1
free
second.
points?
1
What's the free points? Come on, lads.
Where's the others, huh?
Do you guys want extra time, or you guys should
I
give the
give
answer
the
now?
extra time. Extra
20
time.
seconds,
Come on.
20 seconds.
For 20 seconds.
Who's gonna
Extra
go with the
20 seconds.
boat?
All right. 20 seconds extra starts now. Oh, someone said me. Someone said me.
Me.
No, don't put the answer. Come on, man.
Okay, you said it. Oh, wait.
Wait, how is it gonna go? Like they
Okay.
put the whole thing already?
No,
or
not
what?
the whole thing. It's just one by one.
Okay, so
Okay,
alright, they got one
so
right.
Angie said me first. And what's your answer, Angie?
What is your answer?
What's your answer, Angie?
It's alright.
How many?
There's 50 of them.
Oh, good. Some are watching.
I said more. Why is it only 15? Sir Martin absent. Like
The first one. Okay, what's the first one? What's
the
the first
first
one?
one.
What's number one? Number one.
So the first one is
In order, lads.
Sorry.
It's okay.
Yeah,
The first one is introduction.
I won.
One goes to Angie. All right.
Delete,
So we're
delete.
going to have another 5 seconds. Say it.
Yeah, make you have a hip.
No, don't taste the second.
No,
No.
it's like-
Come on.
It's like
Okay, 10 seconds, 10 seconds.
10 seconds, and then once the timer is done and we say so, you guys have to say me again. First one who says it will be the one to answer.
All right.
Get the-
All right, start the 10-second timer. 3, 2, 1. Okay, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Okay, go.
Go. Say me. Who's gonna be me?
Me.
Me.
Who's me?
Who's me?
Are you him? Are you? Who is who?
I let GG, they missed it.
Ah.
Oh, because we're delayed.
Sorry, did it? Oh, me. Oh my
Oh.
god.
Yeah.
Keyboard warrior.
Two time.
Keyboard warrior.
I
No,
I mean, did they technically get the point already, or
how do we stream this video?
how do you want?
Stream this video?
This is.
Yeah. What if since Angie really got
Oh wait. Two.
Okay, so the first one is going to Angie again.
You guys gotta speak.
Rationale.
You gotta rational.
Rational.
It's rational.
Let's see the
Correct.
answer.
Answer.
Correct.
Yeah. Two time. Okay, two time. All right.
Whole thing.
Why? For this time, it's gonna be the whole thing.
Whole
Right?
thing this time.
No one answer, no two answers, whole thing. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Yeah.
We got 10 seconds.
10 seconds to type the whole thing.
Go type the whole thing. You're a
Second,
keyboard
second,
warrior.
whole thing.
3, 2,
Go.
1.
Go.
Okay, you guys got 10 seconds. No,
No.
Hey.
Let's say type the whole
Just
thing.
type the whole thing. Just type the whole thing from
Type
3
the
to
whole thing
8.
in 10
3 to
seconds.
8.
Sway, Habibi.
Wow, the 10 seconds finished.
Oh, 10 seconds. What a keyboard. Oh, Bianca. Bianca has gotten first, I think.
Okay, can you put it in order?
No, you have to put it in order.
Yeah.
In 10 seconds, everything.
Gotta put in order. Order. Gotta put in order. Like 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. What is that?
Oh.
Oh my god.
Bro, touch grass, please.
Oh my
Why
god.
is it Angie only?
Okay, well,
Man, with a
This
phone.
one.
I don't have paper.
I don't know.
Who participated?
Angie, Iris, Pia, and
Me?
yeah, you. Okay,
Great.
so let's check. Oh my god.
objective.
Let's check if Angie is correct. So the third one is
Okay.
objectives. Fourth one is benefits. 5, project description. 6, methodology. Budget and schedule. Let's check if Angie got the right order. And she's correct. So the other don't worry for those who participated. You also will be
You guys
listed
get
down.
one.
Don't
Yeah,
worry.
you guys get
Don't
listed
worry.
down.
Don't worry.
To be
It was
determined.
really to trick you guys to participating. because
Yeah,
we
finished
were
now, right?
Yeah. Is that all?
like,
There's one more thing, just a short little. I guess. All right. Move to me. Why are y'all? So there's this one video we want you guys to watch, drawn by our amazing artist Casey and some guy named Kyle. or whatever. And and it's somewhat like, boy, why is it not screen sharing?
chill.
All right. Why as soon as I talk, everyone left? I'm saying, come back. Tell your other classmates to come back because y'all, this is so fun. So we basically made a video and I want you guys to watch. And I want you guys to give me a decision on who's who. All right. So please start.
I mean, you can buy food in the cafeteria if you're that hungry.
No, that sandwich was special. It's a sandwich unlike no other. My mother only makes it once every month. Eating the sandwich is like going to heaven. It's that good.
Right.
And someone ate it. And they're right here in this classroom. It was you, isn't it?
Eh, what did I do?
You ate my sandwich.
What the hell? I wasn't even in your seat. Why we jump to conclusions?
Your face says it all.
How does that even make sense?
She's right. I saw it with my own two eyes.
Bruh.
You will pay for the suffering you have caused.
Dude, you don't even have the basis for accusing me of eating your sandwich, mommy.
He's right. I think you're just jumping the gun. Why don't you just calm down a little, then after a while, start asking about it? What?
Okay, he ate it.
What the hell?
Whoa, chill. It's my
I
sandwich.
cannot believe it. How could you?
Dude, calm down. It's not the same bag.
Maybe you switched the bags to make it less obvious, like.
Right. After all, the small plastic bag the sandwich was in looks very similar to many of the plastic bags you see here. So it only makes sense for you to do. So you can get away with it.
Alright, stop the cap. Y'all just ganging up on me now. Look, let's just help Casey find a sandwich, okay? I'm sure it hasn't gone anywhere. Right, Casey? Casey?
So tell me, who stole the sandwich? I want to know your perspectives. Who took the sandwich?
Why is Jennyell the shorter?
Actually,
Jennyell became a verbalist.
No.
we switched heights. That's why.
Yeah.
Yeah. So can somebody, put some opinions? Who do you think stole the sandwich?
Who ate it?
Who ate
Ate it.
it?
Yeah.
Can't see the job.
Me. I think the short guy was the responsible. In
I
my
think
opinion.
so too, because he's short.
No,
He
'cause-
needed to eat.
Short people are always responsible.
Hey, hey guys.
Oh no.
Not too much.
Wala! God damn.
I think Mr. Squirrel ate.
Oh, Mr. Square.
Mr. Squirrel.
The guy, the blue guy, blue guy,
Blue guy?
blue guy.
Oh,
Blue guy? Oh.
He looks pretty like innocent. He looks
Nice.
no, he looks like he would be. I'm not gonna say. He looks like Nendo from Psyche K. Alright. I think Jenny.
What?
I think so, Jenny.
Is it because I'm short?
Yeah.
Wow.
Dude, you look like Jollibee. You look so good. Yeah.
Blue guy.
Me too.
Ah, blue guy.
Actually, guys.
It's like Among Us.
So, how do you write your stance? You're gonna be like, in this video,
Wow, yeah. You were talking too much. You were the last part. You were yeah. That's why they think you're. Yeah. Exactly.
okay. So that's it for our.
Alright guys, so that's basically it. And don't forget to like, subscribe. Peace guys.
Peace everyone.
Bye, y'all.
Don't steal sandwiches.
The one who stole it is actually Sir Romel.